Okay guys, it is about 8:12 p.m. on Christmas Eve, December 24th, and we are about to get induced. I believe if everything goes well, the first thing they're gonna try is a Foley balloon, which I'll explain a little bit later once I understand how it's done.
They're gonna inflate her cervix so it widens up so that she can then give birth.
Yeah, it's one of the first methods before any drugs that they try to do to soften the cervix and open it up. If things go well, that's what they're gonna try and do. We'll take you guys along as much as we can with this labor and delivery. Who knows, it can be really short, it can be really long, so bear with us.
You'll be stuck with me narrating as Anum yells at things. No, she's gonna be a champ.
Yeah, right now our hair is done, our makeup's done in case we don't leave the hospital for the next few days. I don't know.
We might be coming back tonight. We might not. Anum is doing great. The show hasn't really started yet. We're going to be using a Foley catheter, which is kind of an old school method to open up the cervix. How are you doing, Anum?
I'm good. I'm getting really anxious to meet the baby.
Yeah?
They're monitoring me now, making sure he's good. So this is what they do. This is like what I've had to do for the last month, every week, where I come in and they do an NST, which is a non-stress test, and they monitor the baby, they monitor heart rate, monitor movements, do blood work and stuff to make sure he's good and happy. About 4 weeks ago, like late in November, I had come in for my regular routine check, and my blood pressure was higher than normal, and it was a bit high the couple weeks before that too, which is irregular for me. I've never had high blood pressure in my life, and that's when they got like really serious, and they sent me immediately to the birthing center over here. I was here for like hours. They had to make sure everything was good. They had to do a bunch of tests that day. And then basically that whole week we were here literally every day to make sure everything was okay. And they determined that they would wait until full term. So you're basically full term at 37 weeks. And at that time I was probably like 31 or 32 weeks, I can't remember. They were just like, let's just wait a few more weeks, let's keep the baby in there until 37 weeks and then we'll deliver. And here we are. That's exactly what we're doing. So I was kind of like on the verge of preeclampsia, as they call it, but I didn't have any other symptoms. So if you have preeclampsia, you would have headaches, you would have nausea, you would have overtly swelling. Like, you're gonna have swelling when you're pregnant, but this is like more swelling than usual and just looks really, really off. You would have high blood pressure.
Blurred vision.
Yeah, blurry vision. A couple of other things, but I didn't have anything besides high blood pressure, so they put me on medication, which helped me get to this point, because otherwise things could have been really bad. The specialist that they had me meet with to make sure that everything was okay for 37 weeks, he literally went back in time and was like, when was your last period? And I'm like, it's been so long. So I had to do a lot of like memory, and like literally I was there with my Google Calendar, and thank God I record everything in my Google Calendar, because I had to go all the way back to March and April and give dates and give like when exactly certain things happened. He had every single ultrasound, he had every single test, every single note written by the doctors, and read thoroughly, like through it all, and was able to determine patterns and around like with the data, while determining that the baby's growth at this point was it wasn't like elevated, it was very like around the same level.
The baby had stopped growing at a faster rate.
Yeah,
it wasn't accelerating.
Yeah, he wasn't growing the same rate as before, which was really what started happening as my blood pressure went up. and he determined that it's better to get the baby out than to keep him in there, because you don't really know what the next few weeks could look like. I could be in distress, baby could be in distress, so the best thing is to do this, to get induced and have the baby.
Yeah, safest for everybody.
Yeah.
This is the baby's heartbeat.
Well, it's now 6:01 a.m. After last night, we were basically admitted, and they told us that we can't go home and we're gonna stay here. They put the Foley catheter in me, and then, you know, just like some routine like monitoring, and I'm like having contractions right now. I think I started having contractions around 3 a.m. and now it's 6 a.m. so like maybe around the last 3 hours, but really like I started timing them because I was sleeping. I started timing them around 4:30, and like from 4:30 to 5:30 I was like, oh my god, they're like 5 minutes apart. And then I woke up James, he was sleeping, and I don't really know what comes next. So we've just been like wandering the halls and drinking water, and it's helping. A contraction so far feels like really tightening, cramps, plus like baby moving around the cramp, sort of. So it's like double the pressure, triple the pressure, and then it lasts a minute, but towards the end of it you just really need to fart. It feels like you just really need to fart, but you don't need to fart. It's just a feeling. Squatting helps, leaning over kind of helps. You can't really like talk through it. James tried hugging me and I was like, no, because your body's just so tense. Sometimes you may not want like hugging or touching too much. You just kind of need to let your body do its thing, and then you get like a 5-minute break. I love the 5-minute break. And then it happens again. Last night, while they were putting the Foley catheter and just explaining the different steps of what was happening to me and what was going to happen to me over the next few hours, I went into complete shock. My body started shaking. I don't even know, like I could barely speak. I started crying. I was very hormonal. Even looking at James, like I just went to start bawling because I love him so much. I don't want to think about that right now because I don't want to cry. They gave me, what did they give me?
They gave you another blood pressure medication and a baby dose of Ativan to help chill you out. And on the dot, at 3 minutes, you're starting another contraction.
Yeah, I was in like another level, like heightened state of anxiety, and just I don't even know what was going on. So I'm really happy they gave me the pill because it did calm me down and I was able to sleep. I slept basically between 2:33 to like 4:30. I was having the contractions, but I kept telling myself there were cramps, and like I would sleep through them. So yeah, my curls are out and my makeup's a mess. But we're getting closer to meeting, oh boy. It's now 10:30 a.m. and the last update we did was what, 6?
Yeah.
It was at 6 a.m. when I had started contractions. They came and checked on the Foley balloon, and they were like, we're gonna keep it in there until it's ready to literally just come out, because that just shows that it's like dilating and working. In the meantime, they brought me breakfast and they hooked me up to the IV stuff. So now I have Pitocin in me and saline in me to help the contractions come a little bit stronger, which could take a few hours. My nurse was just like, let me see if I can try to take this balloon out of you, and she like literally just plopped it out. So yeah, overall the balloon was not that painful, guys. It's uncomfortable because it's there and you have to like go to the bathroom, and it's just annoying that it's there, but it's not it's not that bad. Examinations have not been not that bad. I've been really lucky. I think it's just the shock of everything all together that's been scaring me, but overall, everyone's been really great. Mom and Dad are here, and James's mom and dad are coming soon, so we'll have a little reunion. And I napped a little bit from like 9:30 to like 10ish. I don't know.
You were in and out for the last hour and a half or so.
Yeah, I was in and out of sleep while like having some contractions. The nurse we have is very good about timing. Like, I think she knows like when to do the next step, because she's been doing this for so long. So she's really like getting this going, which is...
Well, this is your past self telling your future self how much fun your pregnancy's been.
We're so excited to meet the little munchkin.
A little taco.
James thinks he's gonna be all blah. He's gonna be mad. What did you say?
He's gonna be a loud little guy.
Loud little guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make some noise.
We've made some bets on how big we think he's gonna be.
How big is he gonna be, Anum?
I think he's gonna be 5 pounds, 8 ounces.
I think he's gonna be 5 pounds, 2 ounces.
I think you said 3 originally.
No, I said 2.
Oh.
Anum just had her water broken, so they do a quick examination. Whoop! Checking for the cervix, evaluating how wide it is, and as long as it's, you know, closer to 3 centimeters, they tend to take a little piece of plastic pretty much and go poke, and then
Gush of fluid.
the St. Lawrence River flows.
It's still flowing.
Anum, you gave us a 3 centimeters cheer. Do you want to do that again?
We're 3 centimeters dilated. Woohoo!
Woo! Anum always being stylish. Getting a nice brush out during her early labor. Anum is mid contraction.
I am.
And she wanted to do a makeup touch up.
I just want to powder my face a little. Whew. This is technically, would this count as day 2 or like day 1 full day?
This is day 2.
Yeah.
Because wait,
because we came last night.
just to set the stage, this is 7:38 p.m. On Christmas Day.
And we were admitted last night around 8:30 p.m. is when we came to the hospital. I guess quite a bit has happened in the last little while. We got the epidural in. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was a little bit painful, but it's more of a prick. And these days, for some reason, I'm just like a little terrified of needles because I've seen so many in the last 4 weeks. But got the epidural in, and immediately I started feeling like a tingle on my left side. The right side took some more time to kick in, so I was kind of worried that I would only feel it on one, but now I'm like so numb. We did a test where I asked James to like pinch me in random spots, and I couldn't feel the pain of the pinch, so that's good. And even as they do examinations, I haven't felt much when they do it. It just, sometimes it's like a pressure, but not painful. Like you feel like something's there, but it doesn't hurt. I'm dilated every time they like check that. I'm so excited. So I think last time, was it 3, James?
Well, the first time they checked you, it was like less than 3.
Oh, it's okay. Yes. Yeah, it was like 1 to 2, very slow throughout the day. Then it was 3, and I think that's when I was like, woo! Now, the last one they told us was between 3 and 4. I took my makeup off because I was like, we don't need makeup
You still look
anymore.
fantastic, Anum.
We don't need makeup anymore. My parents were here all day. James's parents came, so that was really nice.
They're looking after Frenzy. He's a very happy little dog.
Yeah, they're staying at our place and hanging out with Frenzy, and everyone's kind of like helping out with different things, so that's been really, really nice. This is my best friend. So when I first found out I had high blood pressure, the nurse brought me this cup, and because I was really thirsty, and that day like I didn't eat that much food, so she brought me food, and she brought me this gigantic cup of ice water. And they have I actually haven't seen it, James, but I guess they have like a fountain thing. Like,
I'll take the camera over there and
Okay.
I'll record refilling it and my love of the ice machine as well.
yeah, they have this ice machine water thing, and you just fill it up, and it's been a lifesaver like last 4 weeks for me. I love icy cold water I've loved it during pregnancy. So it just keeps me going.
There aren't a lot of things that husbands do while their wives are giving birth. We run around, we help people, we emotionally coach our family members, we recite numbers that doctors tell us, and then we recite those to other nurses and other doctors. But we also get water, and this is the machine that does it. I want to write an Amazon review on this ice machine because it can do things that no other ice machine can do. Just down there, you set it to water and ice, and then let the magic happen. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's the sound of success.
Oh my god. This means I'm pregnant. Oh my god. Today I'm officially 16 weeks, and the pregnancy app that I use tells me that it is the size of a dill pickle. I had my first dream about the baby. Like, so far I have not dreamt at all about like the pregnancy or being like having a baby, being pregnant. James already had a dream that we were like playing with the baby and stuff, the newborn, and in his dream baby was a boy, and in my dream like the baby was first a girl, then like I think it was a boy. Like, it just kept changing the gender. Like, it was almost like the gender didn't matter. It was more so like there's a baby. Are you guys ready?
Hi Leslie, how are you? I do the thing.
Boy! It's a boy!
I'm almost at 18 weeks in 2 days, and now I have to take my wedding rings off because my fingers are starting to swell.
Baby, why'd you make my fingers so swollen? Oh baby,
This finger is purple.
you made me take them off with some lotion. Hey.
I'm currently almost 31 weeks pregnant, and I just had a realization that I have to change a baby's outfits multiple times a day. Why did I not think about this before, James?
Because you don't have a baby yet.
Oh my god.
It's okay. You're going to be able to do it. I believe in you.
I have to, like, I'm responsible for another human. I just realized we had a baby shower and we got all these amazing clothes, and now I just realized I have to put them on the baby.
Yep, they're not just there because they look cute. They actually serve a purpose.
Oh god. I'm so perfect.
Yeah, Anum, you did great. Yeah. And this is Zach.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
We spent 2 nights with Zach so far. Zach is pretty cute. He can also cry pretty well.
Hi guys, this is Zak. Zak Nova Rubec. And he was born 5 pounds, 4 ounces. Cutest little thing. He looks like me and James. It's hard to tell all the little things because so much is going to change His eye color is going to change, I'm sure. Right now it's kind of like a blue hazel, but he hardly opens his eyes, so we can't tell. He is loved by so many people already. James's parents have come, my parents have been coming, my brothers, everyone's been wanting to see him, like on video and stuff. And he has a lot of friends. A crazy day of labor. Nothing was working. The inductions weren't working. It was late at night at this point, and they didn't want to prolong having him in me because it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous for me and for him and just overall. So we had to opt for a C-section, and it happened really quickly. They got ready within like 20-30 minutes. The baby was out within the hour, and they were, you know, stitching me back up. There's a lot there. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff that I'll talk about in the next one of the next videos, but he's a C-section baby, but that's okay because he's perfect, and I'm so happy he's here. He's eating really well. He was breastfeeding basically as soon as he came out, and as soon as I was able to breastfeed, he was able to latch on really quickly. We had amazing nurses who kind of just told me some really good tips on like how to just get him to latch. He's getting better at like picking up that latch, and he just understood the process really quickly. I'm a mom and James is a dad. I think that growing and like raising a baby is definitely, both parents should be very involved if possible, and if you can make a great team, you can make it happen, and the baby will be very happy. We're gonna stay at my parents' for a few days until I heal. I'm walking, which is a good sign, and I'm doing little things. I just can't obviously bend or pick up stuff, and James sometimes has to bring the baby to me.
Or help you put on tights.
Yeah, help me put on tights or clothes. But once I'm kind of better at walking and like being my normal self, I think it should be a lot smoother. We're learning the baby things.
We're becoming baby ninjas.
Yeah.
This baby ninja is going to continue to sleep. He's out. Ooh.
He's so cute.
I love you.
I love you too. And James is a good diaper changer. He's learned diaper changing. He's learned like swaddle, like doing the swaddle blanket. And yeah, we're learning the baby things.
We're becoming baby ninjas.
Yeah.
This baby ninja is going to continue to sleep. He's out. Ooh.
He's so cute. Like a little button.
How you doing? Okay.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching the video.